These are player tags. Players with tags. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what ability.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now it's second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Fights loose. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, they would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. It leads to
Another try for Barkley. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Great, set. Trimming.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Good. Set.
He'll look to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Prescott on play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got it to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry. before you run your second down play.
Prescott now from the 50. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard when to give up and put it out. That's hard to throw that.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry up.
29. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Prescott to throw it. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by... Aubrey. And that'll make it 17-13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's a 2nd and 8. Bigsby once more. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They run for it with Bigsby. There's a nice move. Oh, and now some space to operate. He may go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tate Bigsby as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They juked him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jahad Campbell. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
3rd and 8.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set. I know you want it.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
63, 63, 63.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A run on first down with Shipley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.